SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water instantly sheds all notions of exposition at the door and dives into an insane story that contains magical tomes, singing seagulls, time travel, and interdimensional omniscient rapping dolphins. It's meant to be just a big madhouse with ever so slight signs of a story. It has some golden moments of weird, surreal glee, but there are also parts that are a huge mess. Yes, it's weird to criticize something like SpongeBob for being too untethered, but when it prevents the story from gelling the way it should, you wind up with a movie that sort of feels like a bunch of separate SpongeBob episodes all tacked together in a row. Sponge Out of Water has its fair share of laughs, but there are also odd lulls and parts that feel disjointed. The biggest upside here is that the movie makes use of most of the show's ensemble, and in place of SpongeBob's pairing with Patrick, for at least part of the movie, is his teaming with teeny tiny series villain Plankton. It's a dynamic that's been explored many times on the show before, but it still is a lot of fun here. The celebrity get for the movie is Antonio Banderas, playing a live-action role as Burger Beard the Pirate, a nefarious thief who, like Plankton, is out to steal Mr. Krabs' Krabby Patty formula, with the help from some sort of mystical, reality-bending book that somehow contains the story of SpongeBob himself. A book that allows him to swipe the formula, which then sends SpongeBob and Plankton off on their own mission that involves building a time machine. A story that, for the most part, remains totally separate from the magical Burger Beard scheme. SpongeBob, as a property, often and expertly dabbles in nonsense, but nothing quite this disparate. SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water brings all the series characters together for a movie that feels like a true ensemble, complete with a handful of truly golden moments of goofy hilarity. But it's also dragged down by an everything in the kitchen sink approach that makes it feel like a bunch of good separate ideas thrown together in haste.
They're beautiful.